What's up guys, Kimiji here, and I'm bringing you some walkthrough through Rome 2 Total War. That's right, Rome 2. I just got this game on Steam. I pre-purchased this game before it released, so I do have the Greek states. But I know there's two audiences out there. Either the first audience is probably my subscribers who never see me play much of Total War, and there's the second audience where, you know, those veteran Total War fans. So I want to be straightforward with this. I am definitely not a pro at Total War games. I'm not that very strategic. Once I learn a little bit of it, I get better at it, like as usual. But I'll guarantee right now, I'm pretty noob at this game. So if you're looking for veterans, you will not watch this video. Definitely will not watch me play this game because it's it's very difficult for me to go through a game. But if you're looking forward to watching it, then go for it because it'd be very nice. I'm looking for those veterans, people who played Total War for a long time, since like medieval or Rome 1 from what I heard. But even want to know my background of Total War, I played Total War. I started playing a Total War with Shogun 2, and I got Fall of Samurai for Shogun 2. And I guess since the release 2011, I guess 2 years of experience playing Shogun 2. I think it's 2011 or 2010, but one of those 2 years. But I got some deal out of Shogun 2. I got at least 100 hours of gameplay on it, so I'm not that too newbie. And for the people who are starting to watch, first time watching a Total War game, this game is actually a RTS game based on the historical, history of events or historical events, but it's a stimulation, more like a stimulation. It's not historically accurate in sense of what exact moves, but it's at the time, and most of the things are accurate, like generals' names or famous states, but it's there. And if you're a veteran at this game, feel free to leave a comment to any tips and tricks of this game, because like I said, this game is currently new, and there is graphical problems, so bear in mind there might be frame rate drops in this game. Graphics part, I try to do some optimization, but it just doesn't work from low to high to extreme, the same frame rate, and it's just ridiculous. But right now I'm hoping they're gonna release a patch on Friday to fix that problem, so my gameplay is much be fluent. So right now we're gonna try to get down to it. Right now I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna play the Roman faction because most of you guys are looking at the Romans. In the future I might play the Greek faction. I'm looking toward the Greeks too. The Spartans, I don't even know what that faction is pronounced. The Athens and Spartans are the two that I know, but I know what's this, Epirus, I don't know. There's a Germanic faction, there's barbaric, and different factions I don't even know. But I'm gonna play the Roman factions. There's three houses: House of Cornelia, House of Julia, and House of Junia, or Julia and Junia. I don't know my Latin's. My Latin's pretty bad, so don't expect me to pronounce it right. Same way as me playing Shogun 2. Don't expect me to pronounce the Japanese names right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like I said, I'm not a foreign language guy. I would enjoy learning Latin. I'm pretty sure Latin is the language here. But let's look at Cornelia clan. Is among the most illustrious of the Roman families. More become consuls, general, and statesmen than any other family. Among them, the Scorpios and the Solus are especially notable. Felix, I think Felix or Felix, the famous dictator, was a member of the family. Let me see. So different of these guys have different characteristics and advantages and disadvantages. So may want to look through this. Cultural oppressors. Looks like a negative effect. Let's see. Perhaps bless the goddess Juno, for whom the month and June is named. Junia are one of the most respectable families in Rome. This reputation rests on the labors of the Lucius Junius Brutus, who drove out the last Roman king. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Romanization. Barbarian subduers. I'm pretty sure at this time of ancient history, what I mean by ancient, for those people who don't know anything about Roman history, we're talking about BC, which is like, I want to say 2,000 years ago, but I might not be right. I'm pretty sure it's 2,000 years ago, but who knows. But I'm gonna say in general, it's very, very long time ago, ancient history. But at this time, I guarantee you, the things they've done, the inventions they've done, innovatives, is amazing at their level. I think I'm gonna go Junia. So we're gonna start campaign on normal. I don't want to go too hard, or I'm just gonna completely die. Too easy, too broad, and boring. So I want to try to entertain you guys with it. Rome 2. I'm probably Rome probably is one of the most like historical thing I enjoy, other than Shogun 2, World War II, and all those histories. But Rome is definitely one of my favorite ancient histories. If you guys are not a fan of history, so be it. But I enjoy history a lot because it's really, it's really interesting to think about what humans have been through. But ancient civilization, you think about like rocks and basic stuff, but Roman time is probably the biggest empire human civilization ever seen. I mean, yeah, nowadays you got modern empires, but they use technology. But back then, it's much more difficult to control empires. And through oppressiveness, military, that's how you control empires. But Roman is definitely, I would say, #1 empire ever built, right next to Genghis Khan with his Mongolians. And you can argue with other empires, but it's up there. And the most recent empire we ever seen was Hitler's Nazi Germany and Japanese imperialism. But this is definitely the biggest empire. For me, in my opinion. You can argue all day with that.
You are at war with the Etruscan League. March north and capture their territories. This will allow you to consolidate Italia and ensure the safety of Rome. You must wage war if you hope to extend your dominion. Syracuse and Carthage own territory in Magna Graecia, so conflict with them is inevitable if you wish to expand across the Mediterranean. Otherwise, they may prove useful allies against Etruria or the Gaulish tribes to the north. Come what may, Rome will triumph.
Alright, some little introduction. Ascent to the bold undertaking. For humble beginning come great things. Take your first step and establish a foothold from which launch your people to greatness. Completely control 2 provinces either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. New bonus objectives have been added to your objective list. Reward, treasury of 2,500. In, I don't know what kind of currency they run.
Yes.
Right now, like I said, the graphics and everything is broken. I'm waiting for the patch, so bear with me. So it looks like from my Shogun experience, there's 2 lines here, and the yellow line is my territory, and the red line is enemies. And right now I'm getting some frame rate drops ridiculously. They gotta fix this problem. Right now we're in Italy right now, and Roma is probably the Latin name for Rome.
In the region, the settlement contains both trade and military buildings. Settlements are the main consumer of food supplies in the province, so it is vitally important to keep food production buildings upgraded to avoid shortages.
Oh, I don't want to play a movie here. I'll probably get copyright for that stuff. But right now, this is like the first time I actually got on the map, so I'm just gonna do some basic stuff. Let's see. Research. Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Vulcan. These are names of planets, if you guys recognize it, and other names, but those are the names of gods in Roman. Greek mythology related too. I think the Romans took from the Greeks. If you guys want to learn more about that, Google it yourself. But I'm not gonna go full mythology on it because it's just too much.
Commander. You have selected a character belonging to another faction that you cannot control.
Okay, that's kind of basics. I will spend some time learning some stuff. But
a very large army or fleet spread over 2 or more unit stacks may not be able to fight.